Lately, I've received small gifts from our Xinhua correspondents stationed across 5 continents. Each gift tells a story. A shopping bag from Africa, a Dumbra magnet from Central Asia, a UA notebook from New York, an electric bus model from Chile, and a pocket watch from Switzerland. Behind each item lies a glimpse of China's connection with the world, in trade, in culture, in governance, and in hope for a shared future. Now let's follow these 5 gifts and join our colleagues around the world to witness how China's story has become part of the world's story. This is the first gift I received, a shopping bag from Africa. It looks simple, but inside it carries a story about how everyday life is being transformed. In Kenya, many people are now experiencing something new, the joy of ordering online and picking up their parcel the very next day. Let's follow our correspondent from Xinhua's Africa Regional Bureau to see how e-commerce is changing daily life across the continent. Hi, Meng Yu.
Hi dear, hi everyone. I'm Meng Yu with Xinhua News Agency Africa Regional Bureau. And as a Chinese journalist who's been working here for almost 1 year, I would say the most impressive thing for me is that the hospitality and the friendliness that local people are towards me. For example, when they mention about China, they will express their appreciation from the infrastructure construction to the job opportunities and the affordable products that Chinese has offered to them. And as we mentioned about Chinese, they will show their friendliness every time they greet with me. And they will say, we are Rafiki Muzuli, which means we are good friends. And as we mentioned about made in China, it represents high quality and low price. And now I'm at Kili shop, and today I'm joined by Miss Lauren. Welcome. And hi, can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, thank you. My name is Maureen Karemi. I'm the Logistics Assistant Supervisor here in Kilimall, and I foresee all the door-to-door order deliveries, drop shipping orders, which we source from the local suppliers, and also I foresee all the logistics operations. Yeah.
Okay, so by the way, I have a question. Kili Mall is supported by Chinese investment. It's very famous here for Kenyans, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, take a look. Yes. So this is, you said, Wutali Station, and
Yes.
located in the CBD of Nairobi.
Yes, yes. When we did a survey previously, we found that most of the clients in Kenya, or generally Kenyans, they prefer buying electronics here in Kenya. Mm-hmm. Why? Because you find that we have after-sale services. Because you see, electronic is something very sensitive.
Yes.
Somebody might be worried, what if I buy it and it does not work?
Exactly.
But it's different with Kilimall. That's why we have so many clients, because we have guaranteed them. They can trust us with their money. Also, for the electronics, you can see we have quite a number of them.
Yes.
And majority, they are sourced from China.
Yeah.
Actually, you can see this one. It's a room heater.
I find out this heater.
Yes.
Let me check.
Actually made in China, you can see.
Oh, this is made in China.
Yes, it is.
Also, for the audience, it might be difficult for them to imagine that in Africa we need to use a heater, but this is Kenya, this is Nairobi. It's cold during the evenings, right?
Yeah, it is.
So this might be very popular.
Yeah, it is. Actually, we have quite a number of them.
Yes.
Yeah, they are one of the fast moving products.
And I believe it's not quite expensive, right?
No, it is not. Mm-hmm. It's ranging around not more than 2,000 Kenya shillings. So it's very affordable.
Not more than 2,000?
Yes.
2,000
yes,
Kenya shillings?
Yes.
So that equals to 100 RMB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we have quite a number of them. Also, this one is a gas stove. You can see it is made in China.
Yes.
We also have a washing machine here. It's also made in China.
Wow. Yeah. Speaking of the job opportunities that Kilimall has created for the locals, I find out those workers from the stores are all Kenyans. So how many opportunities that Kilimall has offered together?
When we speak about Kili shops, it's we have like 1,500 Kili shops countrywide, and when it
and
comes
it covers
to job,
all cities around
in
Kenya.
every town there's a
Okay.
pickup point. Yes, and also for the Kili shops, we don't discriminate. We've given the opportunity to everyone, so long as you observe or you meet the required recommendations,
Yes.
you're good to go. So you see, there's no discrimination in terms of color or
Of
your
course.
financial capabilities.
Yes.
Yeah. So long as you meet the expectations and you're willing to serve our clients, you're given that opportunity.
Okay.
So we can go to the nearest station, which is X, just behind here, and we
Nice.
get to see some of the operations that they do. Yeah. You see, there is luxury and convenience for shopping online when it comes to shopping online, because you save a lot of time.
Yes.
You save a lot of money because you
Yes.
don't need to move. So here we are.
Oh, this is it.
This is called the X station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check what's inside. Oh, I see there are some earphones.
Yeah, so you can see they're also dealing with different products.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the earphones, and they're also electronics. We have products which the vendors have already dropped,
Oh.
and now courier will come and collect them in the evening so that they can deliver to the clients. Yeah. So Nick, meet Nick here.
Hi, Nick.
Hi,
I'm Maggie.
Maggie, Nick.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Can you please introduce what's your daily procedure? Like, what do you usually do?
So, what we usually do on our daily procedure is issue out pick the orders. When the customers make their orders on Kilimall, they can come and pick from this shop.
Yeah.
So I hand the orders to the clients.
Okay.
Yes. Can I see your message? So when you see the message, I confirm system. It's here, Bernard Courier. Just give me a minute.
You're Bernard.
Yes, I'm Bernard.
So you shopped online
Yes, I
and
did.
you're picking your stuff here.
I can pick up my order.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you usually shop on Kilimall?
Yes,
or
I do.
you do?
Most
How,
of-
how do you see this?
I love the experience. Not having to go to the shop. Yes.
Convenient. You
Yes,
save your time.
convenience. Yes.
Is this the one that you expected?
Yes, it is the one I ordered. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
You satisfied?
I'm very satisfied.
Is it made in China or not?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
Made a product of China.
Oh, I think this is a very good example about how like Chinese Africa cooperation has worked in such a very down to earth way, and that's pretty much. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Meng Yu. It reminds us that shared development doesn't mean making the world more like China, but helping every place become more like itself. This little shopping bag perhaps is the simplest symbol of shared opportunity. Now let's move to Central Asia, where another bridge of connection is being built, this time through language and arts. This little Dumbra magnet may look small, but it represents something much bigger, a bridge between cultures and generations. Let's follow our correspondent at Xinhua's Almaty Bureau to see how culture becomes a bridge to a more connected and stable future. Hi, Hongjing. Thank you for the gift.
You're very welcome. I'm so glad you like it. So hi everyone, this is Hongjing with Xinhua in Almaty, the largest city in Kazakhstan. So behind me is the Confucius Institute at Al-Farabi Kazakh National University. It is a place where Kazakh people come to explore Chinese language and its culture. It is also a symbol of the growing friendship between China and Central Asia. Let's go inside and take a look and also meet some of the local students. first time eating the mooncake?
Yeah.
Or tried?
Wait.
I tried it once with my Chinese friend. Gave me one being, and it was really tasty. I like it.
In recent years, especially after the China Central Asia Summit, cultural and educational exchanges have grown even closer. They're part of a bigger picture as cooperation between China and Central Asian countries continues to deepen in many areas. Last year, trade between China and 5 Central Asian countries reached nearly $95 billion, while the China Central Asia gas pipeline has already delivered over 500 billion cubic meters of natural gas, bringing jobs and better lives across the region. But beyond these numbers, what truly matters is understanding. And that's why places like this Confucius Institute are so special, where young people learn Chinese, experience Chinese culture, and build friendships that will shape the future of our cooperation.
In a world full of change and uncertainty, this partnership brings stability and confidence. So China and Central Asia are walking this path together, showing that cooperation is the key to peace and shared development. And that's the story here in Almaty. Back to you in Beijing.
Great, thank you, Hongjing. Now we turn to the United Nations, the core platform for multilateralism and global governance. This notebook records far more than words. It symbolizes China's commitment to dialogue, peace, and shared development on the world stage. From contributing peacekeepers and vaccines to proposing the Global Governance Initiative, China's actions demonstrate how a country can manage its own development while supporting the world. Let's follow our correspondent at Xinhua's UN Bureau to see how these efforts translate into concrete contributions to global peace and prosperity. Hi, Xie, thank you for the notebook.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad you like it. During the 14th five-year plan period, China has managed its own affairs well while navigating complex global challenges. At the same time, it has fulfilled its responsibilities as a major country with a growing commitment to global peace and development. Here at the United Nations, China's contributions are evident. Firm support for multilateralism, a consistent call for dialogue and peaceful resolution of disputes, and strong solidarity with developing nations of the Global South. Many challenges facing the United Nations are structural. Developing countries remain underrepresented in the international body's decision-making, while the authority and effectiveness of the UN face growing strain in coping with the new realities of today's world. It is against this backdrop that China has put forward the Global Governance Initiative, or GGI. Fully aligned with the UN Charter, the initiative offers a timely and practical blueprint to make global governance more fair, inclusive, and effective. In essence, the GGI is another global public good that China offers to the world. Looking ahead, as a founding member of the UN and a permanent member of the Security Council, China stands ready to deepen its cooperation with the UN, support its central role in international affairs, and work together with other countries to uphold world peace and promote development and prosperity. Back to you, dear.
Thank you, Xie. From the United Nations, where China supports peace, development, and multilateral cooperation, we now travel to Latin America, to Chile. This little electric bus represents a big change. Green mobility, sustainable cities, and promising collaborations between China and Chile. Let's follow our correspondent in Chile to see how these buses are not just moving people, but also driving a cleaner, greener future for local communities. Hi, Yu Bo.
Hi everyone, I'm Yu Bo-zhu, reporter from Xinhua News Agency. Right now, I'm in El Preto Park in the northern Chile city of Copiapó. According to some historians, the name of the city Gobiabo may mean green land or green plain, which perfectly describes its unique geography. Like an oasis guarding the edge of the desert. That's why building a sustainable green city is so important for protecting this oasis. Behind me, you can see a lot of red electric buses made in China. A few months ago, more than 100 of them crossed the ocean to arrive here in Gobiabo. After several months of testing, they are now officially in service, making Gobiabo the first city in Chile and also in South America to have a fully electric bus fleet.
Chile has made a very strong commitment regarding climate change. We expect to be carbon neutral by 2050, and of course that puts a lot of challenge into the transportation sector, which is responsible for about approximately 30% of the emissions. Of course, one of the main tools we have to improve the quality of the public transport, while at the same time achieve the climate emission goals, is to address electromobility. It's not the only one, but it's very relevant. And that's why we have put buses first and public transport first, because these are the vehicles that travel the most kilometers per year. And therefore it makes more sense to invest into improving the quality and at the same time to travel faster towards our carbon neutrality goals.
Okay, so I am now on one of the electric buses in Gobiabo. More local residents will be able to enjoy cleaner and more comfortable travel experiences, becoming active participants in the global fight against climate change. The cooperation between China and Chile is also a reflection of broader China-Latin America collaboration. In May this year, political leaders from both sides gathered again at the fourth ministers' meeting of the China Select Forum. Building on the vision of a China-Latin America community with a shared future, China announced 5 key programs on solidarity, development, civilization, peace, and people-to-people connectivity. Looking ahead, cooperation between China and Latin America will continue to deepen and expand into more areas. Projects like these electric buses, based on mutual benefit and shared progress, will keep emerging, driving China and Latin America forward together on the path of sustainable development. This is Xinhua reporter Zhu Yubo reporting from Chile.
Thank you, Yubo. From the streets of Copiapó, where electric buses are driving a greener future, we now move to Geneva, a city where time, order, and global cooperation intersect. This pocket watch reminds us of the steady rhythm behind global trade and development. Here, at the heart of the World Trade Organization, China's commitment to stability, fairness, and innovation can be felt, not just in policies, but in the way the world moves and works together. Let's follow our correspondent in Geneva to see how China's actions contribute to a stable, predictable, and prosperous global economy. Hi, Chu Xiao.
Hello, I'm Chu Xiao. Now I'm walking on Avenue de la Paix, Avenue of Peace in Geneva, Switzerland. Behind us, you can see this grey building, which is actually the headquarters of WTO, World Trade Organization. I guess you must have seen it many times in news and in history textbooks. But if you come to Geneva and you walk on the same street as me, you will notice that actually WTO is situated in a very special setting. Behind it is a Lake Geneva, and in front of it there, it's a lovely, charming botanical garden. This botanical garden represents some order in the nature, whereas in WTO, we talk more about the order of the world economy between human beings. It is quite a pleasure to walk here, like you feel that you are in a nature, but everything is in order. Actually, when you come to Switzerland, you can feel a strong sense of rules and systems, and it is part of the Swiss beliefs. Everything is greatly maintained and they follow an order. But talking about order, what has happened in the last 5 or 10 years is a bit far away from being that. Regional conflicts, tariff barriers, many people started to believe that globalization might come to its end. But that didn't happen, at least not with China. In the past 5 years, China has remained the world's largest trader in goods. When China first joined the WTO 24 years ago, it only accounted for 4% of the world trade market. And now this number has been transformed to 13%. But what has been transformed together is also China's identity. Before, it was the world's factory, and now it has become the world's innovator. Talking about innovator, actually, I would like to share with you a very interesting anecdote. I often receive short videos sent to me by a Swiss friend or European friend. It is about a robot walking in one street in China. For them, it looks a bit scary because it looks too much like a science fiction, a dystopia. But for Chinese people, it's just a great, funny video. We are now walking into a small garden. It looks like Suzhou, right? But actually, it is a mini Suzhou garden which is donated by the city of Suzhou. And now it is part of the landscape of WTO. So this very garden inside WTO is also made in China. I would like to share with you another interesting fact. Actually, here in the daily life of Swiss people, many of the industrial products they're using are made in China. Now let's walk into the main building of WTO. It is better to keep silent because actually here there are employees from worldwide and all of them are working on different international issues. Like here, you can see a similar room, and there's a corridor and a lot of offices. We just talk about this made in China. And if you come here to WTO and you visit a souvenir shop, you may probably also find some souvenir products that are also made in China, because made in China has become already a global phenomenon. Now let's go to the back of WTO. Wow. The view is amazing. As what we have talked about in the beginning, WTO sits by Lake Geneva. And you can see that there is already France. And by being here, we can also have a better occasion to contemplate the whole building. Look at this building. You have impression that it has nothing as fancy decorations. It's like a huge gray stones and a lot of windows and doors, perfect symmetry. You may find it a little bit boring, but actually this is what WTO tries to convey via this building, this architecture, that people need to remain reasonable and need to cherish objectivity during unpleasant situations. The main purpose of this building is to keep dialogue going, regardless of all the problems and disagreements. But let's come here to have a look at the Lake Geneva. Swiss people here, local people, often say that it has a special power just by looking at this water. It's so calm and it's charming. Actually, its charm comes directly from this calmness. That is actually resonating with what China wants to bring to the world economy in the future, a sense of stability. Because we often say that in China, in Chinese, stability is a base for a lot of things, even the beauty in front of us.
Thank you, Chu Xiao. From a small shopping bag in Kenya to a Dumbra magnet in Almaty, from a notebook at the United Nations to an electric bus in Copiapó, and finally, this pocket watch in Geneva. Each of these objects may seem ordinary, but together they tell a bigger story, a story of connection, cooperation, and shared progress. They remind us that development is not just about numbers or headlines. It's about people, communities, and the steady rhythm of action. From deserts to cities, from classrooms to international halls, China's commitment to long-term planning, mutual respect, and global responsibility has created pathways for a more stable and shared future. As today's global journey comes to an end, we want to thank the 5 Xinhua overseas bureaus for sharing their stories and insights with us. And of course, we're grateful to all of you, our viewers, for joining us today. Thank you, and see you next time.